to the Lions Den. Today we have Coach Pitts as our guest. We're going to talk about the season. He's going to talk a little bit about himself, and we'll see how it goes. So, Coach Pitts, you're new here, first year here. Just tell us a little bit about yourself, where you came from, and that kind of stuff.
Well, I mean, I could go on for a while because I've been several places, but I'm originally from Troy. They're 3A D1 now. We dropped down to 2A my senior year, so coached in 7 different places now. Started in Argyle, spent 7 years there. That was a good time. Got a couple rings out of that one. Moved out to East Texas, which is where my wife's from. Spent a couple years out there. Went back to North Texas. Went back to East Texas again. Most recently, I was at New Diana. I was the head football coach, AD out there. They were 1-19 when I got there. We ended up going 22-12 in 3 years, 20-4 in the last 2. Undefeated last year, number 3 ranking up to the last game. Should have won the whole thing, but we didn't. So that's life. But always wanted to be in the hill country. This is hill country adjacent, I'm calling it. So there's hills everywhere. So here we are, and it's been great. It's this kind of has the feel from when I read Friday Night Lights before the movie ever came out. The town is all about their football and everything else, but it's football season now, so everybody's excited. I told the kids this is like not everywhere has this type of buy-in, like with the parade and not everybody has a bonfire anymore. There's burn bans everywhere. There's ribbons all over town. I was watching the cheerleaders put up the ribbons all weekend long. It's a really neat situation. So we're loving it. My kids love it. My wife loves it. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, Ozona does have a lot of tradition. My parents, I'm not from here. My parents came here. My dad just called me yesterday, and he's paying attention to all the history of Ozona because they post a lot of that kind of stuff, and he loves it. He thinks it's the coolest thing ever because, other towns get away from their tradition and kind of change, and Ozona stays with their tradition. A lot of people like that.
Yeah, I do. And you have a tradition going on right now. What's going on with your beard?
Oh, yeah. So I haven't cut my hair or shaved my beard because superstition. We're having a great year. We're knocking people out left and right in football. We're doing awesome. And so I haven't cut my beard or my hair. And I won't cut it till we lose. As long as Mr. Truffier lets me, that's what I'll do. But this year we're having a great year. We're 3-0. It's the first time in a while we've been 3-0 like this.
It's 13 years I looked at.
Yeah, 13 years, and we beat everybody pretty handily every game. Our first game was McCamey, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, McCamey. Beat them 65-0. And we beat El Dorado pretty handily. Scored a lot of points on them.
Yep.
Brady, who was a 3A school, bigger than us, had some big boys, and we manhandled them. So this week we're playing Harper. JV will play tonight, 8th grade and 7th grade will play tonight. What do you think about them?
They're not as big as Brady, obviously. They're a smaller school. Their kids are smaller, but they play hard, same basic style of football they like to play. Their quarterback will run. They like to throw it a little bit. They've got a Philly tush push in there. They're obviously not going to come up here and lay down, so I think it'll be a good test for us. I don't want to see the kids have a letdown because it's a smaller school after having the big game last week. They were top 23 AD2 team. Like you said, they were possibly the biggest 2 or 3A team I've ever seen. I mean, they were humongous, but Harper's going to give us all they got, and we'll try to score a lot of points and keep them from scoring any points and see how it goes.
Yeah.
Put on a show for the bigger crowd.
Yeah, I feel like we've had a different approach and attitude this year to the season. Got a lot of kids fighting for positions and trying to prove themselves. So every Friday night, I feel like something new we learn about another kid. They can step up and take on any position we give them. I feel like, or even stayed in the off-season program. I feel like that's worked out a lot with the kids. If you noticed our kids, they are a little more musclier. Like if you look at Rowdy, he looks like a Hulk. He's huge. His arms are huge. He was flexing yesterday in the weight room. I've noticed that. I've noticed our kids have a little more fight. Like they're wanting it seriously hard. They fight hard for it. And I feel like next time when we sub somebody in, that person's going to play just as good as hard as the person in front of them. And I think that's great about our kids. Our kids got a lot of heart this year. They're really fighting for stuff. Our game plan is pretty solid. I feel like on a lot of things, like the way we do things, and I feel like that's strong, and the kids are buying into the process, learning a lot. I feel like it's a lot of good things to come. It is homecoming this week, so there's already people parking their vehicles.
I saw it
Tuesday night.
I was going to take a picture of it, post it on Facebook, say call them before the storm. Look at this place. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. This place is it's different. It's awesome.
Yeah, the people in Ozona love football. I moved here in 2007, came to work at school here, and I was surprised with all the crowds at the football games. It doesn't matter what kind of year you're having; they're going to show up. This year we're having a great year, and they're just packing the stadium. Everybody's showing up. I've even had people from other towns call me and say, "Man, y'all are doing great. What's going on down there?" And so we just kind of changed some stuff, and we're hitting it hard. So I think that's a big plus, and I think we're going to have a big game against Harper. So it'll be Harper this week, and then we'll go to Miles the following week, and then it's a bye week, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then we get to start our district.
And district starts. Phase 2 of the season, yeah.
So there's a lot of stuff that goes on that we work on, and the coach spend a lot of hours working on this stuff that we do, and it's paying off. The kids are responding great. I feel like they talk to the coaches all the time. They're always talking to us about stuff. Even the game plan, they're coming in there wanting to ask us questions and all kinds of stuff. They're curious. They want to learn. They want to do better. So that's what I mean about the year. We are just constantly there's another kid that wants to step up just constantly over and over again.
Yeah, kids are smart. They get it. And you talk about the off-season stuff. We started this in Argyle. Got it from a couple of strength conditioning guys in Geyer that created the whole thing. And with the plus sets that we do, most people, like I've told the kids, most people just try to maintain during the season. But we're going to get stronger. And when they plus, they see their max go up, so they know they're getting stronger. And that helps with the mindset too. And I'm a pretty confident guy, so I let the kids know that. Now, one thing I'm doing different. Last year, I told those kids at my last school all year long we were the best team in the state. Trying to set the mindset that way. I think it kind of bit us a little bit in round 2 because we just thought we were going to win the game. So I'm letting the kids know now you haven't done anything yet. It's great so far. None of it matters yet until we get to district. So we got to keep that same mindset. Doesn't matter who's in front of us. You see those shirts, Ozona versus all y'all or whatever. We don't have those, but it's got to have that mindset. It doesn't matter who it is. I told one of the San Angelo guys, he interviewed me last week. I said we want to be that team just like these blue chips that you see throughout the state. We want to be the team that when our bus gets there, we're already up 14 because the other team doesn't want any part of it. And you got to let the kids be a part of that. Let them pick uniforms. Let them pick songs. It's their team. So we're going to go as far. We don't get to suit up anymore. I'd get hurt if I did. So just keep it going and keep their mind right and get them stronger and keep them healthy and see what happens.
One thing I've noticed is when we show up places or when we walk out of our field house, all the other teams turn around. Brady was a big team, but we're walking out, you notice every one of them all turned and watched our linemen, big guys walk down the sidelines. And we've got bigger kids, this year, and a lot of them are young, and they are a lot stronger. Like there's kids I noticed when they're their weights. Last year, some of them wasn't bench pressing much, and now they've doubled that, tripled what they were bench pressing. And that was the first thing I noticed this year. There's a kid I've been watching work out, and he has been working out. Went to all the summer workouts, showed up, and then when we started schools and we started getting maxes and stuff, he's up there. And I was like, man, that's a good thing that we see people do that kind of stuff. But yeah, I see that we got a little. We don't even know it yet. The kids don't know it. But we got a little swagger about us when we get off the bus when we walk on the field. They haven't realized it, but I have. And I smile every time when I turn around to see our kids because I want to see. We call them the Hog Molly walkout right there. You see them coming, the big boys, and all the other teams just turn around and look. Even I hear the stands. You can hear them start talking when they walk out. And that makes me smile every time we see it come out. And I feel like we're a fully packaged team. We can do anything. Anything we want. We got athletic kids. We got strong kids. And if we want to do something, we're going to
guys that can play at multiple spots. And even we have big guys, like you say, but even the guys that aren't big, they play so hard. It's we have to switch the defense. Kept the offense the same. Coach Garza is rolling with the offense. No reason to change that. And you got CV, who's should be, Mr. Texas football this year. I mean, the dude's a freak. You got Dave Campbell's talking about him all the time now. But I watched us run. I watched us lift in the summer. I said, I think those kids can play, so we switched to this defense. And, I mean, we're aggressive.
Yeah.
It's fun. There's people just smashing people left and right.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch. It's not a lot of game planning on defense.
Yeah.
It's go hit them as hard as you can, and that's what the kids will do. It's
They will.
fun.
We are more physical this year.
Yeah.
On defense, offense, I mean, the whole game we're physical. You know, you got CV, Ford Truck Player of the week one,
Mhm.
had just more yards week 2.
Mm-hmm. Should have been 3 weeks in a row.
Should have been 3 weeks in a row, yeah.
Mhm.
And
Because he's got 974 rushing yards, 177 receiving yards, like 14, 15 touchdowns, and he's got a 50-yard punt average too.
yes. He
And
can
then
punt.
He'll fake a punt and go 67 yards.
yeah.
So
Faked punt and 65 yards. Yeah, you know, we got it all around. I enjoy watching our kids play. I like seeing a smile on their face. You can
Mhm.
see it.
Mhm.
They don't say much now, but they get it done. And when
Yep.
they get it done,
Yep.
you see them come
and
silent.
you look over, we get up big and got the seniors on the headsets, so
Yeah.
calling plays over there for nothing, but
Yeah.
they're having a good time. And got Michael Mitchell back there cheering them on, so
Yep.
it's fun. We got to keep this thing going.
Yeah, and I feel like we're having a great season. Well, that'll be the end of the Lions Den. This week is our homecoming. So y'all all come out, support us, be loud, be screaming. Our kids love it when y'all show up. So everybody come out there. I'd like to thank our sponsor, Ozona Bank, for sponsoring this. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to do that in our live stream. So I appreciate everything they do for us. And I guess we'll see you next week on the Lions Den.